the path to national liberation through Lenin, seized on the national and colonial questions. He became one of the founding members of the French Communist Party. In 1921, he founded the Intercolonial Union. From 1921 to 1922, he participated in both the first and second congresses of the French Communist Party. From 1923 to 1924, he left France for the Soviet Union to attend the International Peasants' Conference. In 1924, he attended the 5th Congress of the Communist International. Afterwards, he traveled to Guangzhou, China. To establish a training course for Vietnamese revolutionary cadres. In 1927, he left China for the Soviet Union and later attended the Anti-Imperialist War Conference in Belgium. From 1928 to 1929, he traveled through Italy, Switzerland, and Thailand. On journey from Italy to Thailand, he made stop in Sri Lanka 7 times. In Thailand, he organized patriotic education for overseas Vietnamese and published a newspaper, Than Ai. In 1930, he chaired a conference in Hong Kong that unified the communist organizations in Vietnam into the Communist Party of Vietnam. At this conference, the party platform, a concise strategic outline, and the party charter were adopted. From 1930 to 1933, he directed revolutionary activities in Vietnam from China. From 1931 to 1933, he was arrested by British authorities in Hong Kong and released in 1933. From 1934 to 1938, he studied in the Soviet Union while continuing to direct the Vietnamese revolutionary movement. In 1941, he returned to Pak Bor, Cao Bang Province, where he convened a Central Committee conference and founded the Vietnam Independence League, Viet Minh. From 1942 to 1943, he traveled to China to establish contact with Vietnamese revolutionary forces fighting against Japanese occupation. From August 1942 to September 1943, he was unjustly imprisoned by Chiang Kai-shek government and transferred through multiple detention centers. In 1944, upon returning to Cao Bang, he issued a directive to form the Vietnam Propaganda Liberation Army Team. In 1945, at Tan Trao, he convened the party's national conference to decide on launching a general uprising and presided over the National Congress.
Nước Việt Nam có quyền dùng cho đảng lập và thành nước cho hoạt động.
World Conference, French Open, President Ho Chi Minh made his third stop in Sri Lanka. From 1947 to 1950, he relocated to Viet Bac with the party's Central Committee to lead the National Resistance War. In 1947, he authored Rectifying Working Style, and in 1948, issued a call for patriotic emulation. In 1950, he declared Vietnam's willingness to establish diplomatic relations with other countries, gaining broad international support. In 1951, he delivered the political report at the Second National Party Congress. In 1952, he and the party's Central Committee promoted rectification efforts within the party, military, and mass organizations. In 1953, he led the implementation of the land reform policy. In 1954, he ordered the assault on the heavily fortified Dien Bien Phu complex. The historic victory shocked the world and led to the liberation of Hanoi, opening a new chapter in Vietnam's history. On September 2nd,